Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. It's Patty from PS Paper Crafts. I'm going to make this card. It's for loss of a dog. It says sorry for your loss. And it's got the dog on it, and then a best friend leaves a paw print on your heart. I thought that was really sweet. And you know, we do have our friends that are furry friends, and it's nice to be able to send somebody a card. This is in the new Occasions Catalog 2019, and it's called Happy Tales, and it has a punch that coordinates with it. And it's got the dog and then the heart, so it's really cute. And nice sentiments: friends forever, sorry for your loss, rough, keep calm and wag on, just for you, doghouse, and then the one we're using here is a best friend leaves a paw print on your heart. And you can put little, you can stamp the dog and then give it spots, little spots or bigger spots. They fit on it. Excuse me. There's also one for cats if you're a cat lover, and it matches or bundles. Not it doesn't bundle, but it coordinates with the cat punch in the annual catalog. So if you don't have that one, a lot of people got that at Halloween, and then they came out with this stamp set. But you're the cat's meow. A friend like you comes around once in 9 lives. True love has 4 paws. And this also will give you different colors on the cat. So they're really cute. So maybe I'll do a cat one. I don't have the punch. I ordered it. So once I get that in, I'll probably do a cat one as well. But I have all my pieces cut. And we're going to start with our stamping, and then we'll punch him out. I think I may change it up a little bit. I think I'm going to use the other spots. So the colors I'm using are, this is Very Vanilla, and then I have Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, and Real Red. I think those are nice combinations, and I thought that'd be good for a dog card. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a background using Crumb Cake, and then the bone and the paw. So let me just get them out. I have everything back by my blinds here. So we'll just go and, you know, put this randomly on the layer. Different, oh, I got ink on me. Let me flip this over. I must have hit red ink. Sorry about that. Let's start this again. So we'll just, you know, all over. We're going to hide parts of it. I'm not doing a very good job here, am I? Let's see if I can line that up. Good enough. And we'll go off the paper a little. And then let's fill in with the dog bone. I think this is cute. And we're going to cover some of this up with the layer. I think that's pretty good. And we'll put that aside. And let's stamp our dog. Let me see, I have another sheet of Very Vanilla right here. So let me stamp the dog. Now I stamped him in the Early Espresso. Oops, I already have him out. Sorry about that. Let me get that. Let me get all my stamps up here. I have them off the camera and they're in an awkward position. I've been playing with my blinds because it's the sun is kind of moving around, and I didn't want to have shadows, so I had them by my blinds, and when I closed the blinds they got in the way. So I'm going to stamp him in Early Espresso, and on this one I did the lots of spots. I think I'm going to do the big 3 spots, and I'll do them in the Crumb Cake. And you kind of have to line it up, his back and his ear and his chest, and just kind of see where they all will go in without going outside the lines. So you kind of have to, well, I shouldn't say his ear, his eye. So it's one of those. I guess I could have gotten over there a little bit more. Let me try that again. So let me just do the dog. It's a little bit hard to get it lined up perfectly. And it doesn't matter really because, you know, dog spots or wherever they are. I just want to get this, excuse my head if I'm looking in over the camera. So I don't want his eye out. I don't want his chest out. Let's try that one. That looks better. So then I'm going to punch him out. So if you just hold him, I unlock the punch by pushing this up. And then I like to just get him centered and look to see if there's an even amount all around him of the very vanilla. And that looks good. And it did punch out the heart, but I'm going to punch out the heart in a little scrap of red. So I'm going to just stick a little scrap of red in here and punch out a heart. There we go. Okay, so let's lock this up and put this away. So we have our heart, we have our dog. Now I want to do the sentiment. And I did the sentiment in real red to kind of match the heart. And then I have a red layer. So I have, this is the layering ovals. So I use the smallest oval, this one, and then the smallest layer to do the brown. So that's how I got these two. And then I did the second to smallest, this one, and then the largest for this piece. Second to largest, largest, smallest, smallest. Okay, those I use all the time. I love the layering ovals. So I am going to stamp the sorry for your loss right in the center of this little oval. And then I'm going to get his paw print. And here I did in the dark early espresso, but I think I'm going to try it. We'll see how we like it in the crumb cake. So let's see how that looks. Because I think it matches the background a little bit better. Yeah, I think I like that better. I think the early espresso, I don't know, it reminds me of bear prints for some reason. Okay, so what else? Now we have to do the inside of the card, and then we'll be done with the stamping and we could put all our pieces together. So let me just set this aside and get the inside layer. And all the sizes will be on my website, pspapercrafts.com. So I did the early espresso and the crumb cake. So let's do that. I like that combination on the inside. So we have the early espresso. And you could put hearts or bones or whatever you wanted on the inside with it. And then we'll do the paw prints in the crumb cake. And I believe we are done with stamping. But I was so happy when they came out with this because, you know, we do send cards for our pets, so I used the, there's one little doggy that I used to send to my friend for her dog's first birthday, and she loved it. It was really cute. It's the Bella and Friends set, and it's really a cute dog. So anyway, let's start putting this together. So I'm just gonna put everything down flat. The only thing that I put a dimensional on was behind this part, because this is raised up pretty much, and this way it would be even. You could raise this up. I just thought there was a lot of layers, so it didn't need to be raised up with dimensionals, but you certainly can do that. It's your option. So we'll just put this on in the center, and get this one together. So it does come together pretty quick. I love when you have a punch It's so much easier than running it through the Big Shot. I mean, you get more options with the Big Shot, but if you're just punching, you know, a single item like a dog or a cat, why not, right? It's so much easier to do it. I think Stampin' Up! Is coming out with a lot more of those kinds of punches, which I'm very happy about. So I'm going to put him right about here. And then I'm going to put a little bit, you could probably use some liquid glue on this, but I'm going to try to get it with my tape runner. Oh, I didn't do his collar. Bear with me. Early Espresso, the little collar, and it has 3 little dots for the heart to hang on. How could I forget his collar? There we go. See, it's got 2 little dots. So I like that. So we can then stick our heart on the end of the dots, the chain. Okay, and then let's get our inside layer on, and then we can layer up the outside. And on the inside, I only put a little bit of snail. I don't think you have to, there's nothing on top of it, pulling at it or anything like that, you know, with all the layers on the outside. I think sometimes you need a little bit more. So we'll put that all together. And I really like this color combo. Well, Early Espresso and Crumb Cake are a great color combo. And where is my inside? Here it is. I put something on top of it. Okay. So let's put that down. Not my inside, but my outside layer. I had this plain at first, and then I thought, well, you know what? I think we need to add something to it. It looked kind of empty, the space. And if you put this down and you say, oh, I should have more of something, you could always add more. That's not a problem. I actually had adhered it down before I decided to stamp it. And I added things. And if you ever want to add something and you want to go off the page, you could just take a piece of scrap and hold it up like this and then stamp to fill in. That's exactly what I did on this card, because I had already put it down and then I decided to add those pieces. So as I said, I'm going to add just one little dimensional, and I always have to see which end, so it's on this end, just to make it more even, because this is up higher. It makes it a little bit higher, but it's okay. Yeah, I like these paw prints up a little bit in the crumb cake. I think that looks better than this one. So anyway, this is the card. I hope you like it, and if you want to get this set in a bundle, you can get it during the Occasions catalog. You can start purchasing from it on January 3rd, 2019. If you need a catalog, email me, Patty at PS Papercrafts, and I'd be happy to send you one. And if you have any questions, you can email me. And then starting January 3rd, you could start purchasing some of these things. And it's celebration as well, starting January 3rd. So for every $50 you spend or $100, there are some free items that you can get from the celebration catalog. So stay tuned for that. There's a lot of beautiful products coming out in those catalogs. Okay, you have a good day. Thank you. Bye.